Welcome to a new Videogame Saturday, TikTakers! It's been a while since we made one of these, since there haven't been many noteworthy news in the video game world. And to be honest, today's game isn't news anymore. About a year ago, a free-to-play game was released which broke grounds thanks to its excellent quality. It was very successful then, and it is still successful now. You know what game we're talking about? Genshin Impact, of course! This is an action and exploration RPG where we take control of a group of 4 characters, which we'll be using to travel through the anime-inspired fantasy open world where the game takes place. Many compare Genshin Impact to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it turns out that the Chinese developer of the game, MiHoYo, acknowledged that they were indeed inspired by the Zelda title to create their game, and not only in the visual aspects but also in its gameplay and mechanics. At the beginning of your adventure, you will have to choose one of 2 twin travelers. The twin you don't choose will be captured, and from then on, your objective will be clear. Explore the world to find and rescue your kidnapped sibling. Paimon will join you in your journey, who will give you useful tips along the way. In Teyvat, the fantasy world where the game takes place, you will be able to climb, fly, swim, cook, and do many other actions and activities in order to keep advancing through this story. And most importantly, you'll also have to fight many different creatures. Slimes, abyss mages, and hilichurls are just a few of the many foes you will face during your adventure. Those battles are essential to make headway in the game, because through them is how you can obtain important rewards. And in fact, that is one aspect of the game which has been especially praised. Now let's talk a bit more about the playable characters, tiktakers. Each one of them has their own characteristics and strong points, which is why it's fundamental to get familiar with each one of them, so you can learn who to use in particular situations. And as you advance through the game, you will gradually unlock new characters and skills. Each character manipulates one of 7 natural elements through a vision, which is a gift bestowed by the gods. Those natural elements are Anemo, which would be the equivalent to wind, Pyro, which would be fire, Electro, which is the equivalent to thunder, Hydro, which is water, Cryo, which represents ice, Dendro, which represents plants, and finally Geo, which is the equivalent of earth and rocks. This is yet another praised aspect of the game, that these elements work logically within the game world. For instance, ice can freeze things, it can melt, fire actually burns things, it all makes the adventure feel more real. You can enjoy a huge portion of the game for free, but as many of you might already know, Genshin Impact is a gacha game. Thus, in order to have the slight chance to obtain particular characters or weapons, you will have to use wishes, also known as banners. And those wishes can only be obtained using primogems, which you can get with real money or by playing a lot. So, as we mentioned before, tiktakers, you can enjoy a lot of the game without paying, so long as you have patience and invest a lot of time playing. For those of you who haven't tried it out yet, the game is available for PC, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. And even though it is mostly a single-player game, it does have a cooperative mode which is becoming increasingly popular. Since its release in September 2020, Genshin Impact has amassed a huge player base. And the evidence of this is that it broke the record of the mobile game which has earned $1 billion most quickly, surpassing both Pokémon Go and Clash Royale. In 2021, Genshin Impact saw a number of new additions to tiktakers, the most important one being the release of a new region in the game named Inazuma. It's inspired by Japan, and its inclusion has led many players to search like crazy for guides to help them overcome the new obstacles presented in this new place. It is clear that this action RPG is still pretty popular nowadays, and we love playing it as well. Have you tried it yet? If so, who is your favorite character? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!